Hi everybody, so you need to do some vocab for, actually for lesson 8 that we just finished, about the crop duster tour of the Midwest, and then lesson 9, which we're starting today, about farming over agricultural changes in the Midwest, 1800, 1900, present day. So you have a TMV sheet, it's double-sided. You'll notice one side has one set of words, one side has the other, one says lesson 8, one says lesson 9. You can copy the words for lesson 8 right from your packet that you have that you took your notes from, because that's the packet from our green book. Or you can do it from this video, okay? I am going to expect that you do pictures. I did not do the visuals, but I think you can manage to do them on your own, okay? The first word is prairie. Flat or gently rolling land that is covered with tall grasses and wildflowers. And we know this is an important feature of the Midwest. The next word is fertile. Able to produce good crops, or good for growing. That's a really important word that you hear a lot in different aspects of social studies. It's going to also connect to another word on the back of the sheet. Remember, if I go too fast, just pause, okay? But I do want you, don't forget, you do need to do a visual. Next word, livestock. Animals that are raised on farms, such as cattle, like cows, hogs, like pigs, and chickens. Reservation. Now, this is a word that has more than one meaning. For social studies and from this text, it meant public land set aside by the government for use by the Indians. This definition makes it seem like such a nice thing, but obviously we know that the white settlers took the land from the natives unfairly, and that really we weren't doing them any favors by giving them this land, a little bit of land back. Okay. Assembly line, a process in which each worker assembles, it should say one part of a product before passing it on to the next worker down the line. So think about Henry Ford and how he created the mass production for his car. Think about when we did Hershey Kisses, right? What it means to have a assembly line. And then last for this side is transportation hub. A lot of root words in there. A city that serves as its center for moving goods and people. And I think Chicago may have been the example that they used in your text. Okay, so these are the definitions for 8. You need to go ahead and do pictures, and then I'm going to pause to show you the words for 9 for the back of the sheet. If you flipped over the back of your sheet, you will see, let me move my box over a little bit here. You'll see the first word is self-sufficient, something that we would like all of you 4th graders to be. Doing everything necessary to take care of yourself and on your own, okay? In this case, think of it in how it relates to farms, and farms being self-sufficient. Then we have the word sod, a mixture of dirt and roots of grass. If you read any of the Little House on the Prairie books, or when you guys talked about westward expansion a little bit last year, they may have talked about sod houses, okay? Canning. Preserving food by cooking and sealing it in cans or jars. This is something you may even do with your own family still today. So a lot of people do that with like fruit preserves, like strawberry preserves, or maybe even pickles. Okay, but this was an important aspect of life on a farm. Agribusiness. So you see that first part, right, that root for agriculture. So agribusiness is farming on a large scale by a big company. So think of somebody, not just one family growing a little bit of a farm, but a business like a cereal company that owns hundreds of thousands of millions of acres to grow all the corn that they need. Oh, this was the hint I gave you before. Fertilizer. So think about the word fertile from the other side, how it meant able to grow good crops. Well, fertilizer is a substance added to the soil to improve plant growth. I bet you know that maybe from your own yard. And last word, kind of almost an opposite, pesticide, a substance used on crops to kill insects and other pests. You hear a lot of negative stuff about this today in the news, but it's a kind of a fact of life for farmers to be able to grow anything that they have to use some kind of pesticide sometimes to kill off insects or other kinds of pests. So these are your vocab words. I know it's a lot. Do a little bit at a time. Do a chunk each night, so it will be an expectation that you're studying these, okay, after you finish studying your states and capitals.